Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to determine your relationship values. This is something I cover in episode 24 of the Communicate and Connect podcast, but I created this video so that way you guys can see exactly how to do an ACT matrix in order to figure out and how to determine your relationship values. Welcome back. This is to show you how to do an ACT matrix in order to determine what your relationship values are. So I talk about this relationship values in episode 24 of the Communicate and Connect podcast because I think this is pretty foundational, especially as people are about to get married and are doing their premarital couples counseling, and even just as like a tune-up as they go out through their marriage. And so this is what an ACT matrix looks like. So I'm going to walk you through it. So at the top we have inner thoughts and feelings. On the bottom we have outer actions. This is what someone would see me doing. So, and then on this left side we have things that take us away from our values, that move us away, versus on the right side, things that move us towards our values. So the first question you want to ask yourself, you and your partner together would fill this out. The first one is, what's the most important to us as a couple as we set the stage for marriage? And I just came up with some examples so you could see how this is done, but you and your partner will find your own things together. So maybe it would be important to be kind, to be fair, to have a lot of quality time, to be really honest with each other. Whatever it is, you would write it down in this box. The second question is to ask yourselves, okay, if we're really living in line with these overarching goals and values that we identified in question 1, what would a video camera see us doing together? So maybe that would be cooking together, being affectionate with each other, doing chores together. That's what a video camera might picture me doing if our values together are fairness, quality time, being kind, etc. Question number 3, what sorts of thoughts and emotions might show up for either of us that would get in the way of us moving towards our values and those activities that are in line with our values that we identified in question 1 and 2. So emotions that might get in the way, anger, jealousy, feeling scared. Thoughts that might get in the way could be, this isn't fair, or you're lazy or immature, or any other sorts of critical comments like that, or you should be different, you should be doing this. Those are thoughts that might get in the way of being kind or fairness or honesty, etc. Okay, question number 4. What would a camera see us doing if we were really in the grip of those thoughts and emotions from question 3? So maybe that would be yelling and screaming, or being in separate rooms, or sleeping in separate rooms, or coming home late. Those might be things that a camera would pick up. And then the second part to question 4 is, how workable are those in the short term and in the long term? So for example, if we're in separate rooms, that might be something that's okay in the short term to help us both calm down. But long term, it's probably not great because then the distance just keeps growing between us. Screaming matches are probably not great in the short term or the long term. So once you've done all of this and you guys have together come up with your answers in these boxes, the next thing to do is to ask yourselves, okay, given all of this, everything we've learned from these questions, what else do we need to know to remain aware, compassionate, and effective in our relationship? That might involve not going to bed angry, communicating often and early, being gracious for mistakes, and forgiving each other. So this is just a quick example. If you want to download a copy of this, see the description box and you can also get a list of values there. And if you fill it out, I'd love to know how it went for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to make sure you get all the future videos. If you end up filling this out, let me know. You can find me on social media, and I'd really love to know if you found this exercise helpful for your relationship. All right, have a great day.